Hi, right. This is just a very quick sort of talk through on how to use our decorate your own kits. So if you get a kit like this, you might have, they're all a bit different, there's different varieties, but you might have one that's already decorated and you'll have some sprinkles, or these are little astros, something along those lines, and your undecorated cookies. Also in the box, this one I've already taken them out, you'll have a few different colors of icing. Okay, and they'll be in bags like this. If they have been sitting for a little while, you might find that this has kind of separated, in which case just give it a quick knead, smush it around a bit. You'll see if it has. These ones I've just filled them, so they haven't. Then you're going to cut a small hole in the tip of this. And here's a cookie. This is just a heart. So when I say small, I mean like a sort of a pinhole in the end of your nozzle. You can always make this hole bigger, but you can't make it smaller. Have a look, see, okay, my hole is a bit too small. Nothing's coming out. Get a little bit bigger. And keep your toothpicks, there should be toothpicks in your boxes nearby you just for this, okay. And then you're going to pipe your outline. So you can see I'm kind of lifting it up off the cookie to get a nice clean line. If it breaks, I think this might be an air bubble or something in here, just carry on like so, and then you're going to fill it in. I'm actually just going to make my hole a little bit bigger because I don't want to spend the whole time of this video filling it in. There we go. Give it a good squeeze around and be quite generous with the amount of icing that you're using. Okay. If you use too little icing, it will look kind of sunken in. Then you're going to take your toothpick and you're going to push it out to the edges. I'm just going to take it so you can see a bit better. There goes my dog walking past. Of course. Right. Something like that, and you need to work reasonably quickly at this stage. If you spend too much time doing this, the top of this will form a crust, and then when you try to work with it, it won't give you a nice perfect result. Then if you want to do some of the drop-in techniques, take a different color. Again, just cut your little hole. Knead it if you think it's necessary. I'm just going to do a couple just to show you the ideas, some few ideas that you could try. So you can just make little dots, then take your toothpick and drag it all the way through, and that should give you hearts. You could also do stripes, so if you do your stripes like this and then drag your toothpick through, that will give you what they call feathering. See? Something like that. And then the most recent one I saw was actually on a holly, like a wreath thing that I thought was very cute. And she just done like squiggles like this. And then drag through to make them, to turn them into kind of little leaves. Very cute. So those are just a few ideas of things you can do. Obviously the sky's the limit when it comes to decorating. If you don't use up your icing and you want to keep it, just, oopsie, here comes the dog again. Just put a peg or something on the nozzle here, tip, and put them in the fridge. You will probably need to knead them again when they come out. As I say, if they stand for longer than a few hours, they start to separate. But they're still good to use. In the fridge, this icing probably keep for a week. In the freezer for longer. I just don't know what happens when you defrost it in the bag. And then these will be fully crusted and in a few minutes and completely dry if you leave them overnight. Cool, happy baking!